Picture yourself waking up at your funeral ceremony. Isn't it scary? We can even feel the fear of your relatives who are present there. It sounds like a fiction story, but it happened many times in reality. From a woman who confronted her killer at the funeral to the people who staged their death to see their loved one's reaction. In this video, we are going to tell you about 10 people who woke up at their funeral. But before that, take a moment to subscribe to our channel, get your popcorn, and enjoy the story of these 10 miraculous survivors. However, witnessing this type of scenario will probably make anybody freak out, so we are curious to know your reaction. Make sure to tell us in the comment section. Without wasting time, let's check out those 10 people who woke up at their funeral. Number 10. Noella Rakunde. Noella Rakunde was a resident of Australia, and she's the lady who confronted her killer at her own funeral. In 2016, she had to attend the funeral of her stepmother in Burundi. Unluckily, she was unaware that her husband was cheating on her, and for that, he had arranged killers to end her life. Killers grabbed Noella out when she arrived in Burundi. Luckily, Noella managed to escape, as the killers freed her when they discovered that the man who paid for the hit was her husband. The hitman said to her husband that they completed the task as all they want is money. Wicked Noella's husband arranged her funeral, believing in the fact that Noella is dead. However, Noella stunned everyone by confronting her husband, who pays for ending her life at her funeral. Moreover, the fact that she attended her funeral made headlines around the whole world. Later, her husband, Balenga, was sentenced to 5 years in prison, and this is how Noella lived happily ever after with her 8 children. Anyhow, imagine the look on her wicked husband's face when she caught her red-handed. No doubt, it was quite satisfying. Number 9. Zhang Dian. A 66-year-old bachelor from China is the man who staged his funeral. Isn't it suspicious? Why would one do that? Well, he arranged his funeral to see how many people will turn up. According to Chinese culture, it is said that the dead have needs, and it is important to visit their graves. As a fact, he was a bachelor and had no kids. He was curious to know how many people would come to his funeral. 40 invitees show up at his funeral. He was still sad as 20 friends and relatives didn't attend the funeral. He quoted, "I can't believe so many relatives and friends don't care about me." No doubt, he faces reality and it hits him hard. Number 8. Serbian Pensioner. Here's one more example of a man who staged his funeral to know who is genuine to him. In 1997, a Serbian man, Vuk Perry, posted the local newspaper's fake death notification and arranged his funeral. He enjoyed watching his funeral from a distance. However, when later he showed up and thanked everybody who attended his funeral, would you ever do that to see who is more likely to turn up? Well, we're curious to know what you have to tell us in the comment section. Number 7. Williams of Mississippi. On 26 February, Walter William, the resident of Mississippi, was declared dead. His dead body was placed into a body bag. His family took him home for the funeral. The day before his funeral's exact date, the coroner noticed something strange when everybody was busy in the preparations. He noticed that Walter was breathing very lightly. All of a sudden, the coroner noticed the movement, and soon it was clear that he was still alive. However, his friends took him to the hospital, and the doctors confirmed that he is not dead yet. Sadly, after that, he couldn't survive too long, as he lost his life for real after 2 weeks. His family faces 2 emotional roller coaster rides. Number 6. Matthew Wall. Matthew Wall was a local farmer. Matthew Wall's story is still discussed, especially in Broughton, Hertfordshire, England, as they celebrate a day named as Old Man's Day every year on 2 October. What is the connection between this day and Matthew Wall? Well, on 2nd October 1578, this local farmer lost his life. However, during his funeral, one of the pallbearers drops the coffin, which may sound bad, but the result was great. The local farmer woke up at his funeral due to that jolt. Moreover, Matthew Wall, after his unsuccessful funeral, lived a life of about 2 decades. This is why the villagers celebrate 2 October. However, it is not claimed yet whether he was sleeping or was in a coma. Number 5. Nicephorus Glycans. A bishop, Nicephorus Glycas, works in Lesbos, Greece. However, on 3rd March 1896, he was declared dead. Moreover, the local medics also confirmed that he is dead. In Methymne Church, his dead body was left on display according to the traditions. Moreover, the body was placed on display for 2 nights, and meanwhile, the scariest moment took place. Nicephor wakes up and tries to figure out what's going on. This scenario makes the people freak out, although Nicephor tells the tale that he was taking a long nap. However, other people believe that he might have hit a minor coma. Many people think that as he was in an ancient church, so it was just a miracle, not less than it. What do you feel? Did he come to life due to some miracles, or has never died? Tell us in the comment section. Number 4. Camel. The 25 years old Polish man had drunk excessive vodka. His friends called an ambulance as he collapsed in the bar. As soon they reached the hospital, doctors confirmed that he was not alive. However, when he went to the morgue, everyone discovered that he was alive. Moreover, after such recovery, this man goes back again to the bar and he continues his party with his friends from where they left. Situations like this are non-fiction because Lazarus syndrome makes you pass on and then come back to life. Number 3. Mohammed Furqan. 20-year-old Mohammed Furqan, who belongs to India, was involved in a road accident. However, in 2019, he was pronounced dead. His family was about to bury him with grief and sorrow, as it's said to be. Don't lose hope, miracles are just on the way. And all of a sudden, Mohammed began to move. Although many doctors confirmed his death, the doctors created this confusion as they declared him dead when the family stopped paying his medical bills. His brother stated that the family had been traumatized due to the jolts of emotions. Number 2. Mohammed Rashed. Mohammed Rashed was a resident of Damascus, Syria. He was known dead in a blast when the local market caught fire due to the airstrike. However, he was missing and soon after reported buried under the rubble, so his family organized his funeral without his body. But how did he show up at his funeral? Well, he returned home when his funeral was just at the end. He said that he was buried under the rubble for 36 hours. Luckily, Rayhan rescues himself and shows up at his funeral. No doubt, his loved ones feel delighted by the news that he is alive. Number 1. Hamdi Hafiz alNubi. 28-year-old waiter Hamid Hafiz alNubi lives in Luxor, Egypt. In 2012, he had a heart attack at his work. He was pronounced dead. His family washes his body under Islamic rituals. He was soon declared alive by a doctor who came to his funeral to sign his death certificate. The doctor notices his warm body and discovers that he was still breathing. However, his funeral later turned into a celebration. Just imagine how many people would have been buried alive. Isn't this scary? Yeah, these were the 10 people who woke up at their funeral. It seems like God gives them a chance to fulfill the task that they are destined to complete in this life. No doubt, they are lucky indeed. Tell us in the comment section, have you ever heard about these situations in your homeland? Well, we have heard about it. If you enjoyed the video, then smash the like and subscribe button. Also, don't forget to press the bell icon. We will meet you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.